Hello and welcome to another episode of Spotlight. Today we are going to discuss about India's squads for the West Indies tour. We have been I have with me Saurabh Srivastava, my colleague. We have been waiting for a long time. There was a lull when it came to Indian cricket after the World Test Championship final. But today, the big announcement came from the BCCI at around 3 p.m. The BCCI announced the schedule. And they've announced a 16-member squad for the test team. Saurabh. And Rohit Sharma will continue as captain. But there are quite a few surprises, quite a few big omissions as well. And first of all, Rohit Sharma as captain again after the World Test Championship final. We have spoken about this in the Sledging Room podcast as well, about how we might need a transition and that should start from Rohit Sharma. What do you make of this decision, Saurabh, that Rohit Sharma captain again at the start of a new World Test Championship cycle?
See, it was Rohit Sharma who led you to a World Test Championship final. Yes, you lost the game. Your batters didn't perform in that game. You lost the game. You come back. I don't think that the BCCI or the team management, they are going to make sudden changes at all. Rohit Sharma as a test captain, he has done good for the team. He has led you to victory against Australia in the BJT series. Then he took you to the World Test Championship final. So yes, he has been he's continuing as the test captain of Indian cricket team, and he is the most responsible person. He's the most perfect person to take you ahead if he wants to. Now after this test series, what happens? It depends on the BCCI, on Rohit Sharma, what decision they take.
There Saurabh has hinted us something. There were reports which said that Rohit Sharma's performance in the West Indies series might be looked at because he's 36, Saurabh, and by the time the next World Test Championship final comes, and if at all India qualify there, he'll be 38. And are we looking at transition, looking at taking someone who is 38 to the World Test Championship final? I'm not sure. But there comes another important point. Ajinkya Rahane, who was dropped from the test squad like 1 year ago in February 2022. He came back for the World Test Championship final. He top scored for us in the final. And now, what have they done with him? He has been named as the vice captain again. He has been reappointed as the vice captain. What do you make of this move, Saurabh? You discussed a very important point when we were having chai. Can you elaborate on that?
See, Ajinkya Rahane, he has been your man for performing miracles.
Yes.
You have seen what he did with this young and battered Indian team in the Australia series.
And also in Dharamsala in 2016.
Exactly. So Ajinkya Rahane, he comes back, he scores runs. See, last time when he was dropped, it was just because of his performance with the bat. He was not able to score those runs. Now he has come and scored very good runs in a title clash against Australia. So yes, he coming back as vice captain. I think it is hinting towards a different transition. If Rohit Sharma decides to step down as a test captain or retire from test cricket, as he's 36-year-old, and considering the next World Championship cycle, Ajinkya Rahane is fit. He is coming off a title-winning campaign with CSK at IPL. He was brilliant with Indian team in England in the World Championship final. So I think it's a very good move. And if in any case Rohit Sharma steps down, I think Rahane is going to be your man to lead the Indian test team.
And also, there are some big omissions. Let's not shy away from that. Cheteshwar Pujara not named in the squad. Some are saying dropped. Umesh Yadav not named in the squad. Some are saying dropped. And Mohammad Shami not named in the squad. But we don't know whether he has been dropped or not because, as usual, there has been no press conference from the selectors explaining the decisions. But what do you think of it? 3 major omissions, Saurabh.
See, with Pujara's omission, when we lost that World Test Championship final against Australia, we saw people coming out on social media, on different platforms and asking for a transition. So when you talk about the transition, it is not going to happen that you drop all your experienced players. It had to start with someone. I think Pujara, he did not score those runs. Despite playing in England, county cricket in England, he was not able to perform with the bat in that World Test Championship final. So he being dropped, I think this is the first step towards the transition.
And Umesh and Shami.
Umesh Yadav, I think he was playing that World Test Championship final against Australia. I was shocked to see the line and length he was bowling. With Shami, I don't think he has been dropped. He might have been rested because this is a World Cup year. So you need you have seen Bumrah is injured. A lot of good players are injured. So you need players like Shami to be fit and to be playing.
And also 2 young guns have been picked. Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rutraj Gaikwad. I think it's a very good move, sir, Saurabh. When you talk about transition, you need young guns, and Yashasvi has scored truckloads of runs in the Ranji Trophy, in the Irani Trophy, and in the IPL. Rutraj Gaikwad, okay, he has a good first class average, but you always bank on someone who looks, like a good test player and all that. And also, talking about the ODI squad, let's not go from here before talking about the ODI squad. Sanju Samson is back. Umran Malik is back. Rutraj Gaikwad there also. He is back. What do you make of the ODI squad? Hardik Pandya vice captain, Rohit Sharma captain. There are no major surprises there, but there are a few good additions.
Yeah, I am very happy to see an Umran Malik getting a chance in the Indian ODI squad. See whatever happened with him with SRH in IPL, he will come back, he will gain some confidence. If he gets matches, it's well and good enough. When you talk about Rutraj Gaikwad, he was very good in the IPL, and in the ODI squad, he deserves to be there. Although I would like to point one major thing. I was expecting Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sarfaraz Khan to be picked in the test squad. Sarfaraz Khan has been scoring truckload of runs in Ranji cricket across your first class cricket. But I don't know why he has not been getting any chances. Yes, he failed in IPL, but you are not going to pick players on the basis of IPL, right?
Exactly. And looking at the World Cup, Saurabh, we have another 3-4 months for the World Cup. And Sanju Samson is back in the squad. And I hope he gets an extended run this time because he has proved himself in the West Indies series away and in the home series before the IPL. He has proved himself. And I hope Sanju gets a consistent run. Before the last T20 World Cup, Rohit Sharma had spoken about how Sanju Samson might be good for Australian pitches. But I hope they think that he's good for Indian pitches. On that note, we end this episode of Spotlight. And with the squad announced, with the tour coming up, we'll keep bringing you plenty of updates in this Spotlight series. Thank you.